Saturday. Welcome to your workout. Okay, good morning. It is Saturday, and welcome to your weekend workout. Saturday, the 9th of May. Let's see what we have for you today. So it is a bit of a grinder workout today. What we have is we've got 25 high knees. If you're not doing high knees, you're going to do 10 burpees. Okay, so if you don't like that running movement and you don't like getting your knees so high, we're going to do 10 burpees. So it's not much of a choice between high knees and burpees. So 25 high knees, 10 burpees. And then we're going to do a max set of unbroken anchored leg raises. So we're trying to get as much work out of the tummy, lifting the legs up and down off the floor as we can. Right? Doesn't matter how many reps you do, you're just going to try and do as many reps as you can until your stomach is going, okay, and then you're going to stop. And you're going to start rest, and you go back into 25 high knees, 10 burpees, 25 anchored leg raises, and then rest. Maybe like 10 seconds rest, just enough to get your breath. And we're trying to do between 3 and 5 rounds. So the focus here is to get your heart rate driving up nice and high, okay? And then straight into as much midline work as you can handle for the required amount of reps. Right, your scaling options, we have got those 25 high knees. You can either do burpees, high knees or burpees. If you're not doing burpees or the chest to floor, you can do kickbacks, right? So 10 kickbacks. You're unbroken, you can do anchored leg raises. You can do V-ups if you can't find anything to anchor on, which I'll show you, or we can do sit-ups, okay, max rep sit-ups. Okay, but you find that the max rep sit-ups are probably going to be a lot of volume. All right, then 3 to 5 rounds of all of that. Then we're going to take a 5-minute break just to give the midline and everything else a bit of a rest. Then we do the same movements, but we're going to go for 5 minutes. And we're trying to get as many rounds and reps of 10 burpees and 10 anchored leg raises in as you can in 5 minutes. Okay, so it's a 5-minute AMRAP, nice and fast. And that's your workout for Saturday. Okay, guys. So let's have a look at our movements. So we're going to do high knees first. What we're looking for high knees. So on the spot, stomach nice and tight. What I recommend, okay, is there's probably enough work in the warm-up to make sure those knees are warm. So start knee first. Once your knees are warm, knees nice and high. Okay, and from the front, what we're looking for is to try and keep the body nice and still, keep the chest up, letting the body come round, and knees up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 25. Okay, it's really awesome. You're going to love the high knees. If you don't love the high knees that much, you can do your 10 burpees, knees to floor, chest to floor, hop, clap. If you don't get all the way down to the bottom of the floor, if you can't get all the way to the bottom of the floor, okay, you're doing a kickback. 10 kickbacks. All right, that should get your heart rate nice and going. And then we're doing anchored leg raises. So we want to try and anchor your hands onto something you can hold under a couch or a chair. If you've got a pole somewhere that you can hold onto, you can do that. Right, and what we're looking for is to make sure those arms hold in the overhead position and your lower back stays as flat as possible. So the arms can be straight or slightly bent. See what's comfortable. Okay, you may find that a straight arm overhead is not going to be so comfortable for this position here. If you can, that's great. And then lower back staying as flat as you can. And we're lifting up and touch. Straight back 1, hop, 2, hop, 3. Straight leg, anchored leg raise. If you can't do a straight leg, then what we're doing is going to bend the knee slightly and pull up, start bending the knees, pull up, start bending the knees, and again remember you're doing as many reps as you can until you go, oh, the stomach's too much. If you're not doing anchored stuff, remember we're going to do the V-ups, straight leg V-ups if you can. We did them on Thursday I think. From there, lower back flat, hop, 3, okay, so a nice strong option if you don't have something to anchor on. If you're not doing that, chin tucked in, and we're doing sit-ups. Okay, for those of you who are stronger, you'll find that the sit-ups don't give you enough level of difficulty for you to reach failure, all right? So something like the V-ups or the anchored leg raises is going to give you a little bit more intensity into your midline. For those of you not as conditioned into your midline, then the sit-ups will start reaching at about 10. You'll start going, make sure the head doesn't go back. Chin tuck. and number 10, okay, or 11 or 12, as long as you're doing your max reps. Once you've done your max reps, take a small breather if you need to, but not too long. Try and keep your heart rate up before you go straight into the next set. So try not to allow your heart rate to come down before you go back into your next set of burpees or high knee raises or kickbacks, whatever you're doing, okay? And then not too much rest between that before you go into this, okay? We're trying to build fatigue, we're trying to build strength, endurance in your midline on the work there, okay? Then remember you got your 5-minute rest, and then your second little workout is a 5-minute AMRAP, so as many reps, as many rounds as possible of 10 burpees, 10 anchored leg raises, or your V-ups, or whatever scaling option, whatever option used here, you can use in the same one here, okay? But you're only doing it for 5 minutes. And that is your Saturday workout. Right, guys, so for those of you who need a little bit more warm-up briefing and coaching, I'm going to go through that now. Okay, guys, so the warm-up. So run, row, skip, fast feet, whatever you need to do to get warm for 5 minutes. If you want to do some step-ups again, we did yesterday, we do those. You can do some jumping jacks. And then we're going to go into 2 rounds of shuttle runs, bear crawls, inchworms, mountain climbers, jumping jacks, Spider-Mans. Let me show you what each of those are quickly. We're probably looking for, either if we're doing crawls, we're going for 10 meters backwards and forwards there. Otherwise, we're doing about 10 to 20 reps of each movement. So shuttle runs, running forwards there. You can do a backwards shuttle run. All right, 10 meters there, 10 meters back for 100 meters. Then we do bear crawls. So bear crawls, arms straight and leg, shoulders pushed back, and we're stretching the hamstrings, lower back, shoulders are pressing through, 10 meters all the way there, and then pressing back 10 meters. Remember to make bear crawls, makes it more fun. Then bear crawls, we're going to an inchworm. So inchworm we haven't done for a while. Remember, nice long stretch in the hamstrings, hands on the floor, 1-2 bounces, hamstring stretch, lower back stretch, walk forward into a nice good strong push-up position, knees to floor, chest to floor. If you want to give yourself 2 push-ups, get the shoulders nice and warm, push back into a push-back, feel that stretch in that overhead position, walk your feet up towards your hands, stretch the hamstrings, and then stretch the hamstrings, walk forward, knees to floor, chest to floor, 2 push-ups, push back through the arms, feel that overhead position, walk your feet up towards your hands, stretch, 2, 10 meters there, 10 meters come back. When you come backwards on your inchworms, what you're going to do is your hands to floor, chest to floor, and you're going to step back, knees to floor, chest to floor, 2 push-ups, push back through the shoulders again, and this time you're going to walk your feet, your hands towards the feet, stand, and then hands to floor, step back, 2 push-ups, push back to the shoulders, stretch, walk your hands towards your feet, stand, inchworms. 10 meters there, 10 meters back. Then we've got mountain climbers. So your mountain climbers, what we're looking for, remember to keep your shoulders over the top of your hands as much as possible. Keep the chin pulled up and in so your head's not dropping there. And you're going to connect into abdominals and that rib cage. From there, tuck in, tight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 each side, 20 in total. That's going to be your mountain climbers. From there, we're going to go into jumping jacks. So you can stand back up again. Jumping jacks. Just 20 jumping jacks, just to get the heart rate up. Okay, 20 jumping jacks. From that, we're going to go back into Spider-Man. So back down to push-up position. Knees to floor, chest to floor. What we're looking for the Spider-Mans, remember, is imagine you've got a little wall under your shoulders and you're trying to bring your knee around over the side of the wall to touch your elbows. So from there, same position as the mountain climbers. And instead of bringing the knees forward, you're going to bring them around the side. Touch, touch, up, 2, up, 3. Try not to twist the whole body. Keep the body nice and straight. Knee comes around the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to feel those obliques working and connecting. You're also going to feel that shoulder girdle working to pull back and stabilize the shoulders. That's your 20 Spider-Mans, 10 times each side. That's one round. I want you to do 2 rounds. Shutter runs there and back again, bear crawls there and back, inchworm there and back, 20 mountain climbers, 10 each side, 20 jumping jacks, 10 Spider-Mans will get you nice and warm. That's your warm-up. Okay, and then we got our workout prep. So today's not a very long workout. If you need to make it longer, add an extra time in your conditioning here, and you can add in even a second round of 5 minutes here if you want to. So you do 5 minutes, do your 5-minute AMRAP, rest another 5 minutes, do a second round if you feel like you need to be going a little bit longer for the day. Okay. Your workout prep is whatever movement you're going to use. If you're doing high knees, I want you to do high knees over here. If you're going to do burpees over here, I want you to do burpees over here. Same thing. Whatever you use, either your anchored leg raises or your V-ups or your sit-ups, prep that movement here so you're preparing and have done what you need to do to make sure you're warm for the workout. Okay, so 10 reps, high knees, 10 reps each side, high knees, 10 burpees, 10 V-ups or 10 anchored leg raises. Do 2 rounds of each of your WOD prep, get nice and warm, and then you get to roll. And then we're going to go into the workout that we went through just now. That's your Saturday workout, everybody. Saturday the 9th. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I won't see you, but I will be back ready to rock and roll on Monday. See you guys.